As we've been speaking about energy and like everything around us, it's actually fully energy. I also wanted to place a little bit of focus when it comes to money. Money, it's also a type of energy and it's driven by the energy that you put towards this particular element in your life, which is money. That means that you can attract money in your life, or you can actually block money to flow in your life based on your energy, based on the vibration, based on the relationship that you've got with money. And to create this video and podcast and speech about money, I was actually inspired by somebody that has been commenting under one of my videos that I've been posting in my YouTube channel, where I'm speaking about energy and how you can attract things in your life. The comment of this person was in regards of how he or she can manifest 1 million tomorrow. And when I've seen this comment, I was actually a little bit surprised, because I know that so many people are so much into money and so much on manifesting money. And especially, my question was, why would you want 1 million specifically? Like, what is the reason for this to come out from your mouth, right? And why did you pick that specific amount? Why did you say that you want money in your life? The point is that also about money, everything starts from within you, right? So in the moment that you want to manifest money, that means that within your body, within your energetic body, within your thoughts, within your belief, within your emotions, you need to allow this particular material, this particular energy to flow to you. And the moment that you say to yourself, I want to manifest 1 million tomorrow, is this the right energy to attract something to you? So the point here is, do you actually manifest money in a place of lack? If you are asking for money tomorrow and that particular amount, what is the reason to say that? Are you feeling an attachment, a very deep and wounded relationship in towards money? Are you actually feeling that gap and that lack and that needy energy that you want to manifest 1 million tomorrow? So this is one of the reasons why you wouldn't be actually allowing any money flowing within you, because in the moment that you're into your needy energy, you're not into the abundance mindset, and that means that you will not be able to attract money in your life. Same thing is around the element of the quantity. How would you quantify? The point here is that basically when we think of 1 million, we are saying just a number, but the universe doesn't work with number. The universe just say that if you believe that you are worthy, that you are deserving to receive money, there is no real number. The universe will just make sure that you are allowing and attracting this opportunity to receive amount of money, and that will flow in a very seamless way within your life, because you will be the catalyst to attract the opportunities to receive money. So there is no specific need of saying how much you need, because this is based off your vibe, your energy, your lifestyle, your need, your vision of your life to achieve what you've been proposing yourself as your real soul purpose. And to make it a little bit more concrete here, I want to make a specific example. There are some people in this world that, for example, they love to live in a very minimalistic way, right? They like to be very chill. They don't really like to show off with a lot of clothes, a lot of jewelry and whatsoever. And these people of course, living in a mindset of abundance, they will be attracting money within their life, but they actually need to attract 1 million to fulfill their soul purpose. Not really, right? Because potentially they are just happy with, I don't know, 500,000, for example, right? So why do you attach such a specific number? Because when you know what's your lifestyle, what's a vision, what's the purpose that you've got in your life, you don't need to be specific. It could be 1 million, but it could also be that the universe believes and will send you the opportunity to get 10 millions, right? Like, why would you stick to a number when you just need to live a life that fulfill your soul internally and will unlock opportunities for you to get the number and the amount of money that you deserve to be and fulfill that life. One very important point, still within the topic of how you can attract money in your life, I feel that's very important to have a very healthy relationship with money. And what does it mean? There are a lot of people in this world that potentially they are just way too attached to money, and they are feeling that particular fear of not wanting to spend money because they are afraid of losing them, right? So in that sense, there is a strong mindset of poor attitude towards money, which is unhealthy, which will not allow money to flow within your bank account. But also, there is the other way around. There are a lot of other people that actually they don't assign value to money, and they are overspending for no reason, in a way that doesn't even suit the lifestyle and the purpose in life that they want to keep for themselves to be happy. They are potentially just releasing and spending money to allow that gap on other things that they are not fulfilling, right? So in that way, there is also not a good opportunity for these people to attract money in their life, because in both of the occasions, this is a very unhealthy relationship across money. In both of the cases, when we speak of somebody that is overspending for no reason, not having any purpose of spending, not feeling their soul attached, but just having that unhealthy relationship, will not allow money to flow into their life in a very easy way, right? At the same time, somebody that is way too attached to money and is afraid to let money go, and potentially they are even preventing themselves to actually spend money for something that would make them happy, that will actually unlock their soul to shine. This is also not the way that you can attract money in your life easily. So in both of those occasions, you can see that the relationship with money is quite unhealthy. And honestly, that comes most likely from some traumas and from some beliefs that are not matching your energy to create that place of abundance. And that's why there are a lot of steps that you should be taking to make sure that you are creating and building the right energy of abundance to attract money in your life. Nevertheless, it's not impossible that you would be manifesting 1 million tomorrow. If the universe and if your life and your vision is meant to be that way, because the life journey that you're going across needs you to receive that amount of money in that specific period to cross jump you in the place where you should be, then you will receive money. Nevertheless, I would also ask a question, and this, I think it's very important for anybody that wants to manifest money in such a strong difference from the place where they are right now, right? Because I would imagine somebody just saying, I want to manifest in 1 million tomorrow, it's probably in a place where today does not have. So it's already, as we spoke before, it's a place of neediness, it's a place of lack. Nevertheless, imagining that this person would be manifesting 1 million tomorrow, are you actually equipped to be able to handle that money tomorrow? And it might sound like a very stupid question, but are you able to walk around in the street like you do today with potentially just 10K in your bank account? Would you be able to just randomly walk, feel safe, knowing that you've got 1 million in your bank account? Or do you think your lifestyle actually should be changing? Potentially, you might need, I don't know, a bodyguard, or maybe you live in a neighborhood that is not safe and you wouldn't be feeling safe just walking out, or even just security wise, like your bank account potentially is not even ready to receive that amount of money, right? It could be that, I don't know, for whatever reason, you are receiving this money and then your bank would call you instantly and say, there is something weird happening, you've got 1 million in your bank account, we don't know what to do with this money, right? It could potentially be that you need to plan ahead some investment, that you need to know how to split those money, because I don't know, if you have all of them in one single bank account and tomorrow that bank that you have is going bankrupt, then all of this money is lost, right? So there are a lot of steps and security checks that you need to make sure to be ready to receive this money. That's why manifesting, it's basically a way for you to prepare yourself to receive this money with your mindset, with your feelings, but also aligning your actions. So in a way that whenever your manifestation is coming, is because you already prepared the ground for things to be received. At this point, I would really love to give a little bit of the background and also my own experience when it comes to money. And that will be just a very good highlight potentially for you to see what's a journey and how everything actually comes in place exactly at the right time and the moment that you need, because the universe wants you to go towards your life vision. I would start my story from when I was a child and I was living with my parents, and honestly, we had a very good wealth back in the days with my family. My dad was having quite some money and we were having a very happy life, and my mom was not needing to work, and I was a child and I had not a single lack in my life. Suddenly, the universe or whatever it is made something happen, and we ended up in a situation where actually money became an issue. We were used to a lifestyle, and when I was entering my teenager phase, my family actually didn't have a lot of money. We passed from having so much to having very little. And at that point, it has become for me very stressful, because I was in the phase of my teenager life, right? And that's exactly the moment where you start sort of needing a little bit of that show off attitude. You want to have money to enjoy things out with friends and so on. But that was not possible for me because I didn't have enough money. Like, I just didn't have so much. And I remember then I started working and my career and whatsoever that happened in my life. I started growing my little amount of money. And it has been a very tough journey, because of course I was starting from zero. So I had quite a period of my life where I was quite money conscious, and this is not necessarily because I was not earning enough or whatever. It's the money that you're earning. That's not the point. The point is that I was coming within my beliefs, within my mindset, within my feelings, with such a trauma against money, because I have been experiencing from myself a moment where I was living in a place where it was constantly a strong conversation on how money was lacking. And therefore, this was absorbed by my subconscious. And this means that subconsciously I was behaving and I was staying in a place of lack. Whatever money was coming into my flow, that actually was still feeling like I need to keep it, I need to do this because I wouldn't be having enough. And this is basically one example of how a trauma or a past experience can really influence the way that your subconscious mind works and the way that your mind will behave and responds a certain type of energy, a certain type of attitude against one particular element in your life. So basically, I continued my life and just going on with my beliefs that I was never gonna have enough because that's how I know life, because that's how my past experiences and my traumas were coming in place to create that particular attachment and needy energy and fears against money flowing out, and therefore behaving in a way that was not necessarily attracting money in my life in a smooth way. So it was me working a lot and trying to retain this energy, trying to not let them go, right? So potentially a lot of time I've been making sacrifices or renouncing to some things with the fear of not having enough. So basically staying in this place of gap and lack against money. Then it came a time when I was having good lifestyle, was happy with it, but still, because of my background and because of my past experiences and my traumas, even though I was having that capability to say, okay, I can actually spend the money, I can actually have that place of abundance, I can allow myself to do so, I've been still kept that particular mindset and that particular trauma within my day-to-day. And even though I could, I potentially would not spend money. And this has become very clear at some point in my life when I decided that I could die tomorrow. I could die tomorrow. And in that moment, after, of course, on my journey and my self-care and my self-love journey that I've been taking, I've also faced the topic of money. And I've also been approaching the topic to release and to heal that particular relationship that I was having with money. And the moment that I decided and I fully embodied my energy in a way that I know I can die tomorrow, why should I prevent myself from buying something that I want and could make me happy and just give me a good shine? Or why should I renounce to that particular experience? Or why should I not do something? Or why should I not treat myself? That's the moment when my mindset switched. And I said, you know what? What do I do with money staying in my bank account if I'm dying tomorrow? And I released that particular neediness and fear of spending money. That doesn't mean that I started doing it inappropriately. I just started evaluating the moments where actually, of course, I want to be a little bit safe and say, okay, this is not needed, but this is not needed because it's not serving my purpose, right? This is not what I need. This is what doesn't make me necessarily happy or doesn't make my life comfortable today, what I need right now to make that particular shine. But if I wake up and I feel the need and I desire a perfume, for example, which is not necessarily something that you need, but you feel like it's something that would make you happy and it's something that fulfill your journey, because I basically started using perfume quite a lot in that phase of my life, and I said I need it, that will make me happy, and I just went and buy that perfume, right? So the point here is really figuring out the moment that you start changing your mindset and the moment that you start releasing those fears, then things will come much smoother in your life. And that actually came in place in a specific moment of my life where I decided to sort of take a leap of faith, and I've decided to quit my fixed job. I decided that this was not fulfilling my soul, even though it was giving me a very stable financial situation, I would say. I decided I would quit because that was not making me happy. I was working, I was safe with my financial opportunities to stay within my economy, spending what I would want and having that particular attitude, but I wasn't happy with the life purpose that that particular job was giving me. And I decided to quit. And I was a little bit conscious that the moment that I would quit, I would also give up to that income coming fixed into my life. And I still decided that for some time that would be okay. Sometime if I wouldn't have any money coming through, that would still be fine because I was gonna follow what my soul, what my life purpose was craving. And you will be surprised from the moment that I've decided to take this step and just leave that place that was not feeding my soul. The universe, in a way, just made sure that I was gonna have a coverage, an economic, a financial support to sustain my life while not having that particular stability, financial stability that I had before, but in a way that I could sustain my life, that I could be happy without having that role and that job that was allowing me to have that financial stability. And magically, truly, truly magically, things happened in my life just to allow me to do and live and spend and basically fulfill all my needs in a way that I was not expecting. That's really the true essence. I don't know how. The how, it's never the case when manifesting. That's never what you need to know when you're manifesting. The point is knowing that if you're following your life purpose and your soul knows what your soul is craving, things will fall in place for you. And that exactly happened for me when I gave up to that amount of money that was creating my financial stability. The universe took care of me basically. And also a very very funny example which I want to take here in the case, because it's just really showing how things fall in place magically. I was in that phase where I didn't have that particular financial stability, but I had an opportunity to visit a friend which was living for a little bit of time in a specific place, and I really felt I wanted to see him because we don't get to spend so much time together since we both I moved basically outside of Italy. And I was checking flights, and I normally use kayak to a little bit compare what are the prices and whatsoever. And I remember I generally go to the airline website all the time when I want to book a flight after checking kayak. And that specific time, I saw there was a few providers, there was booking, I don't know what. And normally I always book my flights from the website of the airline. But that specific time, I decided that basically I saw a few different prices, and they were very similar, to be honest. Like, there was booking, there was another I don't know, whatever other provider, and the airlines. And I clicked on booking, and so basically I landed within the app to make the payment, right? the moment that I landed into the app, I had no clue, but I landed into the checkout page, and a random, very random discount that potentially I don't even know that I had, and I'm pretty sure that I actually didn't have any of this discount, and I was able to check out my flights for free, completely for free. Like, I was just astonished by the situation because I was ready to pay that amount. I said to myself that I was gonna go for that trip. I was gonna visit my friend. I was gonna spend quality time with my friend because that's what my soul wanted. And even though not living in that specific time of my life in a very stable financial situation, I decided I would do it. I wouldn't care. I would think of the next month if I was gonna be broke. Potentially, I was not gonna do another trip, right? But I decided I was gonna take that trip, and I go into the account to pay, and it turned out that I didn't even need to pay 1 single euro. I didn't need to pay 1 single euro. And this because, again, there was some random discount within my booking account, which I didn't even see. I've never seen before. I didn't know it was there. I was ready to pay, but I could check out for free. And this really tells you that the moment that you heal your relationship with money, it doesn't matter how much money, it truly doesn't matter. Everything that you need to fulfill your soul, to make your life aligned to that particular life purpose that you've been envisioning, things will unlock for you. You don't need to say, I want to manifest 1 million tomorrow. My trip it was not 1 million, and I've manifested it without having that particular amount previously locked into my finances, because it was so clear that I was gonna go no matter what. And the universe, whatever source, whatever force that you believe in, will unlock for you the opportunity, will give you the resources that you need to make sure that you're fulfilling your life and you're gonna live happy. So once more, a little bit of a recap of all of these very long podcasts that I've been doing. The point about manifesting money is you need to enter on an energy that attracts money and that doesn't block money. To do so, you actually need to make sure you have a healed relationship with money. And that means not being overspending in a way that doesn't fill your purpose, just out of lux or out of gaps or out of need of covering some other issues. Nor you can keep that fear of not spending money because you're afraid of let them go. So you need to have a balance. You need to create that particular energy of balance within yourself. Second bit, you need to make sure that you're reeling all your beliefs or your negative thoughts about money. You need to make sure that your relationship is healthy. You also need to make sure that you don't have any trauma that prevents you to make money flow within your life. Lastly, you also need to make sure that your life purpose is aligned to what you're asking for, because if you're asking for something that you don't need that amount of money, you're not gonna able to manifest, because your life purpose will be associated with certain amount of money. And to conclude, you don't need to say a specific amount, because once you know what's your lifestyle, what's your purpose, and what's the view and the beauty that money can allow within your life, you don't need to have a specific amount. It could be 10,000 euro, like it could be 10 million, right? It just will be the right amount to make sure that you can live your life happy.